EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale.
But tonight we start Week 14 of the NFL season with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Vikings. He returns the kick 88 yards to the house. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale.
But tonight we start week 14 of the NFL season with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this does not end well as he's going to be out of bounds here at his own 5-yard line.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you've just changed your play calling because you thought you might have some field to work with. Instead, now you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. It'll be Warner on first down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Vikings put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Murray now running left off the option.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
3rd and 12.
Play fake. Murray. He'll buy some time right.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride.
Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is.
There he goes left side. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Marr on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
At the 46-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He finds Bolden. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, a give to Penny. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to have it here just past the 25. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to do it. And off to the races, down the right side. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll audible to something else.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Right back to him on first down.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. In motion left comes Moss. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On play action, it's Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Really? Are you kidding me? Happening?
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And the reception made over the middle. This is Bolden. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They have not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Throwing now is Murray.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
At the 19-yard line.
2nd down and 3.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Warner to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
This 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Warner from the gun. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To throw, Warner. He finds his man, complete. That's Moss. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in first downs, and they pick up one here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? It keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
First down.
On 1st and 10, Warner. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Warner. That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. In motion left, the tight end. Now they bring the tight end in motion right. In motion goes the tight end. Now Warner. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings continue to pull away here in this first half.
Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and a defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But he turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
So he couldn't take it the distance, but all the way inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25.
Well, Charles, I think you have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball. They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
102 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Herbert powering up the middle.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. And they're going to speed things up here.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings.
Khalil Herbert, 48 yards. And the Vikings extend their lead yet again.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
They're on the 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history.
Incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry up.
3rd and 6.
Throwing again, Murray.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They fake the handoff, now Murray.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Now Lutz for the field goal try. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Cardinals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals before this one.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Play action. It's Warner.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A play fake. Now Warner.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think
touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson
with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game.
And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Murray now. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And now they'll shift things around.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now a first down throw. Warner going underneath. He's got Hawkinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
First down, Minnesota.
Out of the gun, here's Warner.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
23 yards on the play.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw, it's Murray. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Murray working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop. And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They set up the screen to Penny. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Murray now on 1st down. And Bolden brings it in, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Murray. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Second down and a yard.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Warner to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Murray. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. He finds Bolden.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit, because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. But we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
It'll be Warner on 1st down.
Complete. Jefferson to target.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
At the Cardinals' 42-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Now Warner. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Minnesota, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.